We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Vikings and the Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Vikings head coach. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Takes a handoff. It's Gilmore. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride him again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Beasley. Look out! And down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He'll return it from around the 50. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. The quick game. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Finding some room, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Vikings trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Vikings!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Deep in the end zone, it's Bell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
On play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
25 on the play. First down for the offense.
The Vikings will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Frost. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Right side, it's Montgomery. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Field goal is good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Off-play action on first down. Fires quickly. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down coming up. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Wolfpack line up, facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. Sets his feet. It's Beasley. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Out wide right, it's Woodard. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Woodard. Makes the grab in their space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it. It's Montgomery. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
Touchdown, Vikings! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through...
Snags it and he's open. And they exploited that soft spot and they get it down to the 35. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Hits inside, it's Gilmore. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Beasley. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Sees an alley. Crosses the 35. Lots of running room. The 30. The 20. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Vikings. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Still running at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, Get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Beasley. This time he's got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
He'll pitch it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Turns up, it's Moore. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Frost. Looking for a big play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Plows his way ahead. Wolfpack will get the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Beasley. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Second down to the air. The throw. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Frost. The short hands, it's Montgomery. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. Runs through a man. He might have space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. Enough to move the chain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 5 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Washington on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Running inside. It's Gilmore. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Beasley. Snags it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Trying to move them on the counter. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Moore. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Selling the fake. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Frost. Hit as he throws. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. The Vikings will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Left side is Gilmore. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Fox. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gilmore. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Beasley. Out wide left, it's Valentine. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's past the sticks, and he rolls into the house. game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Vikings and the Wolfpack. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gilmore.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Fox. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here we go, ready, go. On the move, it's Gilmore. Got the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Well, a big key for this offense, we knew coming into this one, was to get the running game established, and they're wasting no time, David. Great vision. He gets into second level, is able to make people miss, and he is off to the races for an early score for this offense.
So nice to have a playmaker you can get the football to, and he can take it all the way down the field, make people miss, outrun them, really set the tone for this football game. First possession, running the football like that, just how they wanted to start.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're all over it. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it way down the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Pater.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the return, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Back to throw, it's Frost. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
Snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The Vikings have their offense in high gear. Rush is on. And he was released the pass. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Fox. Open spaces. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to add another. kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking downfield, it's Frost. They'll flip it out to the back, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Stopped right there.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Vikings. Number 10 takes it back for the
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Off play action. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rush right in his face. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Past the 6. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Drops back, it's Beasley. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Knocked down immediately.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. In the backfield, it's Diaz. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a deep grab. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Hits inside. It's Gilmore. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll run him again. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Back to pass, it's Beasley. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grab behind the line, it's Gilmore. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
From the red zone, it's Gilmore. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Beasley. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. Sees some running room. He's got the 1st down. Here's a little room there. The 30. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Out wide right, it's Woodard. Touchdown, Viking! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll try the left side. He's past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking left. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I would have speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the 2nd half.
2nd and long here. Moving the pocket, it's Beasley. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Riley. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Wolfpack picked up that last 1st down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gilmore. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From deep, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The fake and wants to throw. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 5 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Huskies on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Beasley.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass.
Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The Vikings line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Frost. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To the air, it's Beasley. On the move. Out wide left, it's Valentine. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the play on the interception. And, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Frost. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Making his first move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on. He's got enough. Discards him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Left side is Fox. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a crease. It's Gilmore. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
3rd and long right here. To throw, it's Frost. Right side, it's Hardy. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Rashad Downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Frost. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Vikings.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Oh, he got loose. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Moves the pocket. It's Frost. Escapes the pressure going right. Big guy smells it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Try to barge their way in. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Takes the handoff. It's Gilmore. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Gilmore. Got the 1st down, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Beasley. Got it behind the line. It's Brooks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Finds his target. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot. We'll walk out of here with a W.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Cuts it upfield. The ball scores free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number 1 for every single offense.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Frost. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw one first. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Grabs it inside the 15. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Good enough for a first down.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got room on the return.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social.